Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of...
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit nerve. We've got a grandmother who stepped in to raise a baby and a mother who says she's doing everything right. School, work, motherhood. But when money enters the picture, love turns into resentment real fast. The big question is simple. Where does responsibility actually begin? And where does it end? Stay with this, because the judge is about to cut straight through the emotion.
Has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl, her name is Vonda, and she's almost 2, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially.
Here's the foundation of this case. Grandma isn't here to attack her daughter. She's here because she's overwhelmed. 2 years of diapers, food, time, and emotional labor with little financial help. This isn't about punishment, it's about survival. And legally, once someone becomes the primary caretaker, the court has to decide whether love alone is enough or whether money must follow responsibility.
Okay, anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
That's pretty much the brunt of it, so I'll let her speak her piece and see if we can maybe find a resolution today.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for the university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. So
Is that a paid position?
yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like
Now watch the shift. The daughter explains her life, full-time student, full-time intern, and then, boom, a $50,000 income reveal. That changes everything legally. Courts don't judge intent, they judge capacity. Once income is established, the question isn't how hard you work, it's who is financially carrying the child right now.
the grandmother of my child has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother. So
I had
you
one
always said
child.
you wanted a grandchild,
I
didn't
had
you?
one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
You know, I can't do it by myself though.
You're not
trying
doing
to
it by
use-
yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your responsibility, your main responsibility is being a mom.
I agree with your mom.
This is where emotion explodes. The daughter frames this as a family obligation. You're my mom. But the judge immediately reframes it as a legal responsibility, not a moral favor. Parenting doesn't transfer upward. Grandparents can help, but the law is crystal clear. The child belongs to the parent, not the household.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct? So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Here comes the judge's cleanest logic. If this baby were in daycare, payment would be automatic, no debate, no guilt. So why should the rules change just because the caregiver shares DNA? This moment matters because courts don't reward convenience. They apply consistency. Care is care. Time is time. And legally, unpaid labor still counts.
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more risk.
The daughter's argument sounds reasonable at first, tuition now, stability later. But the court doesn't deal in future promises. It deals in present facts. You can't feed a baby with a business plan. Education is admirable, but it doesn't pause parental duty. This is the moment where ambition collides with obligation, and obligation wins every time.
Responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too.
I know she is. And that's why I leave her with you.
Well, just like I did a good job with raising
I
you.
leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I give something back by being in school. You know, once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
Listen carefully here. The daughter says she's giving back by being in school. The judge asks a brutal question. Giving back to whom and when? Courts don't credit potential. They credit payments, care, and consistency. Dreams don't diaper children. And legally, sacrifice doesn't cancel responsibility.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just,
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day. You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out
I
to go
tuck
to
her
school
in.
and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give
That's
her
what you do?
Good
Sometimes she
night.
wakes her up, Judge.
This is the quiet exposure moment. The judge points out the truth no one wants to say. If you're home at midnight and gone all day, you're not the primary caregiver. Love doesn't disappear, but presence matters. Courts don't punish absence, they compensate the person who fills the gap.
And just to play
You
with her
wake
for a
up
little
the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her little stories, so that way there's some sort of bonding between us, since I do work, you know, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything. And if you think about it, technically you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours.
The daughter describes bedtime kisses and quick bonding moments. And emotionally, that's real. But legally, affection doesn't equal custody. This is where many parents struggle. Love feels like effort. But the court measures hours, expenses, and responsibility, not feelings.
Promotion.
Right, because I
So,
got that promotion.
you know, that kind of leaves us with a little extra money and no time, because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom. Child is no longer living with your mom. Your daughter is with you 100% of the time. Then you can come back and see me to stop child support.
Now the ruling framework is set. Child support isn't permanent, it's conditional. The judge makes it clear, once the mother moves out and becomes a full-time caretaker, support can stop. This isn't punishment. It's a bridge designed to support the person currently carrying the load.
It's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this is what we're going to do, because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that for your daughter only. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Here's the math, and courts love math. Income is calculated. Medicaid reimbursement is considered. Health insurance offsets are applied. This isn't emotional, it's formulaic. And the result? $803 a month paid to the grandmother. Not as a reward, but as reimbursement for real, measurable care.
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You gotta learn.
Okay.
Any questions? No?
No.
No questions?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
This case wasn't about bad parenting. It was about misplaced responsibility. The judge didn't shame anyone. She simply aligned money with reality. So now I want to know, did this ruling feel fair to you? Would you have decided differently? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments just like this.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. We've got a father who flipped his entire life upside down for his kids, and a mother who walked into court expecting sympathy, but ends up facing a brutal reality check. Child support, custody, addiction allegations, and one shocking confession that changes everything. As this unfolds, ask yourself, what actually makes someone a parent? Biology or showing up?
I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And we were supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours. And even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety. But my kids always wonder where she's at.
Listen closely to what he's saying here. This isn't just about money, it's about presence. He switched to overnight shifts, rearranged his life, also he could be there for his kids. That matters legally, because courts look at who's actually doing the daily work. And emotionally, this already tells the judge who's carrying the weight at home.
They always, for days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago. And only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kid. Especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything like that. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Now this part is telling. He says he hasn't heard from her in weeks. No calls, no help. That's not just hurt feelings, that's abandonment territory in family court. Judges track patterns, not excuses. And when one parent disappears, it shifts both financial responsibility and credibility fast. Would you still expect support if you vanished like this?
I want to say a month and a week already.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She just, for as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just never been wanting to come home really. And honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Okay.
This is where things turn dark. Allegations of painkillers, needles, drugs around the kids. Whether proven or not, accusations involving substance abuse instantly raise red flags, especially with children involved. The judge isn't ruling on criminal guilt here, but safety? That's always front and center. Notice how the courtroom energy changes the second kids are mentioned.
Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids. The kids find it before I do most of the time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
Obviously
not
the
true.
kids.
I mean,
Are you saying your kids are liars?
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean,
You're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am, though. Like, I feed them or sometimes, and
You feed them? You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
Okay, but it's food, though.
Her response here is defensive, dismissive, and damaging. Saying, I feed them sometimes, isn't the flex she thinks it is. Courts don't measure parenting in drive-through bags. They look for consistency, supervision, and emotional involvement. When she minimizes that, she's quietly building the case against herself.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
Interesting.
me personally, myself, I sit there with my kids and I open a book with them and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids.
The tablet comment. That's the moment the judge clocks out of patience. Screens don't replace parenting, and judges hear this excuse all the time. What hits harder is the contrast. He reads with them, helps with homework, loses sleep. She talks convenience. In family court, effort speaks louder than titles.
I went to
Changed
overnight.
his shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the
dad.
kids. As you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you gonna say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift, why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him, it's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today.
Here comes the line that seals her fate. I gave birth. It's your job to take care of them. That's not just wrong legally, it's explosive emotionally. Parenthood isn't a receipt you hand off. The judge isn't offended for herself, she's offended for the kids. This is the point of no return.
Has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no. I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you.
And then, autism enters the picture. That changes everything. Special needs parenting requires time, patience, and involvement. Saying it's too much work is devastating in this room. Judges don't punish honesty, but they do punish abdication. This statement alone explains why financial support is about to hit hard.
All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of given.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, 60.
Now the legal hammer drops. If the kids live with him and is a primary caregiver, he owes her nothing. In fact, it flips. Child support follows custody, not gender. This is where expectations collide with reality, and you can hear it breaking in real time.
You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom.
I mean, but I
And
didn't sign up for it. Like,
countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad. And I'm doing well beyond.
She's not disputing that you're doing that,
Yes, and I feel
but
like
you're
I'm.
not doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
he
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
You don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was
This health insurance exchange matters more than it sounds. She had access to family coverage and chose not to use it. That decision costs money, and courts don't let parents dodge responsibility through paperwork tricks. Medicaid reimbursement isn't optional. Financial avoidance always comes back with interest.
then it was just oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
This
what I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support. Whether you wanted them or not is beside the point. You had them, they are here, they are your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So, $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is $4,101.87. Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
we work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. So this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too.
Then comes the most shocking admission of all. She didn't want kids because she wanted to party. Saying that out loud, in court, is catastrophic. At this point, the judge isn't guessing about priorities, she's heard them directly. Child support isn't about fairness to adults, it's about stability for children.
So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $1,500. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to party with? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care of your kids.
You know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
$1,500 a month. Back pay included. No sympathy left. This case wasn't lost on numbers, it was lost on choices. Showing up mattered. Effort mattered. And words mattered most of all. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Future daughter-in-law.
And her Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off, she didn't leave any clothes, she didn't do anything. Tracy.
Alright guys, this one's messy because it's not just child support, it's family beef exploding in court. Grandma says the mom dumped 2 little kids on her for months with no help. Mom says it was a planned setup while her fiancé is deployed. So who's telling the truth, and who's using the kids to win a grown-up fight?
Tracy,
You just
what
got
is-
bad
what's
taste
your
in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith, okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No, well,
that
you-
would be Tracy.
Well-
that would be her.
Okay. Mrs. Miller, we're going to be nice and
Yes,
respectful.
I apologize,
It's not
Your Honor.
kissing up if she is watching court on Zoom. That's why we
Did you catch how fast this turned into attitude and shade? The judge shuts it down because court isn't a roast battle. And here's the real legal point. Acting disrespectful makes you look unreliable, even if you have a real complaint. If you were the judge, would you believe the person who can't stay calm for 2 minutes?
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
you said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months. And who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Treese.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not.
Grandma's core argument is simple. You work, but you've got no money for your kids. That question hits hard because support isn't about excuses. It's about the children's needs. But legally, the court also has to know, was this abandonment or a temporary family arrangement?
How do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You only get it. Hear me out. You're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait a minute. She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. But
okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
But my grandchildren, she was.
That's my point. She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point.
Now the judge starts pulling the thread. You're only hearing your son's side. That's a warning. In court, second-hand info is weak, feelings are strong, facts matter more. Grandma may love those kids, but love doesn't automatically equal accuracy. Be honest, have you ever judged someone off one person's story and later regretted it?
She has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now I'm listening.
Now, what is your objection?
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
She's not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right. Right.
Let's not knock anyone for trying to represent themselves. That's
true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now.
This objection moment is huge. Saying that's not true isn't a legal objection. It's just disagreement. The judge is basically teaching them. Court runs on rules, not volume. If you can't speak in legal terms, you lose control fast. And you can feel Grandma realizing she's not driving this courtroom.
Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay.
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
Okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So
that's a good thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay. And you said 6 months they've been with you.
Mm-hmm. 6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
Oh, you told me it was going to be temporary?
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped him off.
Okay, so.
Here's the twist. The son is military, deployed, and the judge smells miscommunication. That matters because if Dad and Mom agreed Grandma would help temporarily, then filing child support looks less like help and more like revenge. If your son was overseas, would you make a legal move this big without telling him?
It better not have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that word.
Gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. Okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
Just gotta watch them YouTubes a little closer next time.
Okay, that was not nice.
I'm sorry, you said be nice.
Miss Miller,
I apologize.
You do not have to act like that, okay?
I don't.
Now, when we first started talking, you said she was your son's baby mama, and I believe she said they were engaged or fiance or something.
Nah, they ain't.
So couldn't it be that your son doesn't tell you everything?
She got a ring on.
I mean, I thought I heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring,
no,
but you ain't got money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you took the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
Is it my
turn?
No, but you put the ring on so you can flash it.
Mrs. Miller. Mrs. Miller.
Flash it again, girl.
Mrs. Miller, it's a beautiful ring. Now, is there anything
sure
else
is.
you want me to know?
It costs a little money too, don't it?
The ring argument is not just drama, it's revealing motivation. Grandma's basically saying, you got money for a ring, but not for the kids. Mom fires back like it's a personal attack. But the judge stays focused. This court isn't here to fight over symbols. It's here to figure out responsibility and agreement. Did this moment change how you see Grandma's intentions?
Now, Miss Smith, it is your turn. What do you want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Okay, how long have Miss Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly
I
make notes.
apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
Sorry, I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize. I apologize.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably gonna flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that?
no, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here?
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay.
Mom drops her defense. It wasn't 6 months non-stop. Then she says the fiancé doesn't even know Grandma filed this case. That's explosive because it suggests this court filing is happening behind the dad's back. If that's true, Grandma didn't just sue the mom. She lit a match under her own relationship with her son.
Continue.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago. And he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media. So he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days and I'm back 2 or 3 and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her and I don't know why.
Now we get the influencer angle, and this is where people get judgmental. But legally, the job doesn't matter, income and support do. The real question is, are the kids provided for when she travels? And is Grandma actually getting groceries and help, or is she being left to cover everything? What would you call it? Sacrifice for a career, or avoiding parenting?
They knew what they were doing, but your son is not communicating with you, and the two of you aren't communicating with each other.
But Your Honor, she says that he was doing the paying part of the bills. He's always paid part of my bills. That was before the children came. So
Okay.
for her to say he's paying the bills for the children, he's not paying those bills for the children. He's always taking care of his mother.
I don't think that's what she meant by that. I don't believe that's what she meant. And
Your
in
Honor,
order
you
for
just don't know Tracy. You just don't.
It sounds like you don't know a whole lot about
You just don't.
their relationship. You didn't even know that this is about to be your daughter-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. Now, I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her.
Keisha's
He could have had a
missing a
nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did things with him that little Keisha wasn't going to do.
Grandma goes personal. I had a nicer girl picked out. That's not about child support, that's about control. And courts hate when kids become pawns in adult preference. You can feel the judge clocking it. This case might be less I need help, and more I don't like her. If you were the mom, would you still trust Grandma with your kids after hearing that?
I don't see how y'all are going to be able to work together with these children if you can't even get a word in. Now, in this email,
See, she interrupted me.
it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to
That's
have
what
them.
the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller.
The email changes the whole case. The judge reads it and basically says this was an agreed temporary arrangement to help the family while dad is deployed and mom travels. That means Grandma filing for support looks unjustified. In plain words, you can't volunteer to help, then run to court because you got mad later. Have you ever agreed to something, then regretted it and tried to take it back?
I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time, because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's
very
the mother.
clear. It is hold on. It is very clear that this arrangement was for you to help not only her, but to help your son as well. And then if it's true what she also said, that she hasn't been able to communicate with her husband, he doesn't even know that you did this.
The judge closes it clean. Case dismissed because grandma had no legal reason for child support when the agreement was already in writing, plus the fiancé didn't even know she filed. Then the judge pushes the real solution. Talk, be fair, stop using court to punish each other. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Okay, Ms. Smith, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, good morning. We're here today to try to get his child support raised.
Okay.
We have one child, and I believe that he has some income that he's actually not reporting.
Alright guys, this one starts like a routine child support hearing and then goes completely off the rails. You've got accusations of hidden income, a judge trying to stay focused, and a courtroom that slowly drifts from finances into pure chaos. What's wild is how quickly this case shifts from numbers on paper to credibility, choices, and self-inflicted damage. Stick with this one, because the ending? Nobody sees it coming.
We kind of try to make it work not too long ago, and when I was at his house, I found a bunch of pornographic movies.
What do you mean make it work?
We've been separated for a long time. Our son's 11.
Okay.
But we kind of got back together, and he has a bunch of like pornographic movies in his house.
I'm afraid you're gonna stab yourself in the eye with that pen.
Sorry.
I just don't want you to do that.
He's the...
Right here, the case takes its first sharp turn. Instead of bank statements or pay stubs, the argument pivots to personal behavior. The mother isn't just alleging hidden income, she's tying morality, lifestyle, and money together. But here's the legal issue. Child support isn't about shock value. Courts care about proof, not outrage. And already, you can feel that gap forming.
main character on the movies with all these different women. And he is saying that he's, that I can't be mad at him, it's not cheating if he's making porn. And some of them are in our bed. And I said, well, it doesn't work like that. You can't, just because you're filming doesn't mean it's not cheating. And I said, you have to be getting paid for it to actually be a porn star. And he said he was getting paid for them. And there's tons of them. So I feel like.
So you believe he's getting paid from that?
This is where emotion starts outrunning strategy. Alleging secret income from adult films is explosive, but legally useless without documentation. The judge isn't reacting to the story itself, she's listening for evidence. And that's a key lesson here. The courtroom doesn't reward what sounds convincing, it rewards what can be proven.
And plus, his business, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's almost close to 100,000, give or take, like maybe 10 to 15.
Okay.
So I feel like I get a measly $600 a month from him. I feel like
So
something's
that's how
not
much
right.
his child support is
Currently.
set at right now?
Yes.
Okay.
We went through mediation at the child support office.
Yeah.
So, but that was, you know, he's
How long ago was that?
He's 11, and I guess.
Now watch closely. The judge immediately grounds the conversation in reality, timeline, prior mediation, and modification rules. This matters because child support isn't retroactive just because someone feels underpaid. The law works on structure, not feelings. And right here, the court is already signaling this case will be decided on math, not accusations.
9 years ago, 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
he was little.
that has been a while. You've been way overdue for a modification for a number of reasons. So about this income, is what she's saying true? Does it include that?
Well, it's payment in one way or another.
Is a yes or no?
No, ma'am, I'm not getting paid technically.
So that means you're lying and
So
you're
you're
cheating
doing it
on
for
me.
free? Well, you know what? Never mind. That's not my business. I'm sorry. That's not my business. So your business, where you do make the money, she's talking about the $100,000. Do you make $100,000?
No, ma'am, 85 to 90,000 on the high end on a good year.
Okay. All right. What is it that you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Okay. All right. So you said 90 on the high end.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Comes the first credibility test. When the father admits his actual income range, The judge locks onto it. Notice how calmly she does it. No drama, no reaction to the allegations. That's judicial discipline. Once income is on record under oath, that number becomes the backbone of the ruling unless hard evidence proves otherwise.
Is there any way that we could subpoena his financial records for the porn thing?
Well, you can. I'm not going to do a subpoena on anything like that. I don't want to see it. Yeah, you can do that though. Yeah, if it exists, you can do that, but subpoenas aren't free. So I hope you know exactly what it is that you're looking for.
Well, there's so many of them, and he told me that he's getting paid for them, and there's
This is a crucial legal checkpoint. The judge explains subpoenas, but refuses to chase speculation. Courts don't investigate for you. If you claim hidden income, you carry the burden. And the warning is subtle but firm. Come back with a paper trail, or don't come back at all.
thousands, not hundreds,
Okay.
thousands of DVDs with him in there on our bed.
I'll tell you what, once you find some sort of income, some paper trail that shows that, then if you were to bring it back in court, we could entertain it then. But as of today, unless you have some sort of proof that shows that he has income from that, and unless he tells me otherwise, I can't really go off of that. I can only go off of what he told me. And he said 90,000 on the high end. I think you're in pretty good shape.
At this moment, the case quietly slips away from the mother's control. The judge makes it clear, today's ruling is based only on verified income. Everything else, stories, assumptions, even admissions outside court, don't count. This is where emotion collides with procedure, and procedure wins every time.
What do you do for a living?
I don't work. I take care of our kid.
So you're a stay-at-home mom?
Mm-hmm.
And she's 11?
He is.
He is
yeah,
11?
uh-huh.
He goes to school?
He does.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
You're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
Okay.
But, I mean...
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
So it's no but you can go get a job, right?
Now the spotlight flips, and this is huge. The judge turns to the mother's employment status. This isn't punishment, it's legal balance. Child support considers both parents' earning capacity. And when one parent openly refuses to work, that becomes part of the equation whether they like it or not.
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free, my food is free. I mean, my mom's a homeowner. We don't have to pay nothing.
Okay. I'm not going to go there with you today because you can, obviously you're able to work.
I'm able, but I don't want to.
And you should work, but again, that has nothing to do with me today. What we're going to do is talk about the modification of these numbers, all right? So your income has increased. It's increased about almost $400. So based on you saying that you receive about 90,000 on the high end, it brings your gross to about...
This exchange is uncomfortable, but legally important. The court isn't shaming her lifestyle, it's clarifying responsibility. Judges don't reward dependency when capability exists. And you can feel the patience thinning here, because the case is drifting from numbers into attitude, and courts have zero tolerance for that.
$7,500, which your net is $5,465.22. That would bring, health insurance. Who covers health insurance? And how much is that?
It's $110 a month.
Okay, $110. So what I'm going to do is give you credit actually for the health insurance coverage for the child. So that would slightly bring your child support down. And monthly, yes, slightly. It's still expensive. $1,093 a month is what he would pay in child support.
That's it?
That's it. Well, it would be more if you get a job.
This is the math moment, the heart of the ruling. The judge calculates income, credits health insurance, and lands on a precise support figure. No theatrics, just arithmetic. This is what wins cases: clarity, documentation, and calm presentation. Everything before this, just noise.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job.
Your Honor.
Ma'am, no.
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand. I'm basing his child support increase off of what it is that he makes. Nothing more.
He makes more than that.
Until you bring me something in here to show me that, That's what I'm going to base it off of.
Your Honor-
And again, you can work.
Can I say
suggest-
something?
No,
Please.
ma'am. Only thing I need you to say is, Miss Vonda B, I'm going to go find me a job. That's all I want to hear. If it's anything else other than that, I'm not entertaining it. Pertaining to what I just said, do you have any questions?
And this is where restraint finally snaps. The judge shuts the conversation down, not because of disagreement, but because the court's authority is being tested. When a judge says no, that's not negotiation, that's a boundary. And crossing it only makes outcomes worse.
I will go look for a job, but please,
Great.
Please hear me out on one thing.
What is it? Make it quick.
I promise you I'll make it quick. Let's say that you have a battery-operated vibrator.
You know what?
Wait,
We're done
yeah.
right there. We're done. Is
You're-
there anything further
You're
for
about
you,
to
sir?
climax.
Okay. Well,
The
ma'am-
batteries go out.
Okay, thanks.
That's him.
Okay, great. Let me tell you what we're going to do. You all are done, and if there's nothing further, you all are.
This case ends exactly how it had to: facts over feelings, structure over spectacle. The support was increased, but the bigger takeaway is credibility. The moment this stopped being about evidence, it was over. So what do you think? Did the court get it right? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama just like this.
Okay, Mrs. Harper, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, I am leaving Mr. Harper because I have reason to believe that he's been involved with other women, and we have 2 children. We've only been married 2 years,
Okay.
and I'm devastated.
Alright guys, this one gets messy fast. 2 parents, 2 babies, a high-income lifestyle, and a marriage falling apart in real time. What starts as suspicion over text messages quickly turns into a full-blown fight over money, parenting, and who's really putting the kids first. Pay attention here, because every claim made in the next few minutes comes back to bite later.
You know, he's going out to these pools after they're finished. I mean, these women are in their bikinis. They're laying out, why does he need to be over there? He's saying that he's just servicing. I don't know what he's servicing. But
Servicing the pool
who
after
knows?
hours?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So, yeah, I mean, I looked at his phone one day. I mean, it was just because I needed to check on something because I'm in the business too. I'm the secretary.
Okay.
And there's these women, these customers that are texting him. And I mean, I can't even repeat what some of these
The
texts said.
customers,
This is the first emotional turning point. She's not just accusing, she's pointing to texts, late-night messages, and blurred boundaries with clients. Legally, suspicion alone doesn't decide support, but emotionally, it frames everything the judge hears next. Ask yourself, if you found those messages, would trust even matter anymore? Or is perception already the damage?
and so what are you seeking here today?
Well, basically, I just can't bring my children up in this kind of situation. And I basically want to leave with the children. And, you know, he makes a lot of money. Our business makes a lot of money. But when I leave, I'm not going to have that. So I need to keep the lifestyle that my children and I have had. They go to private school, and we have a nanny. And so I need to continue that so that their lives aren't disturbed. And we live in a house, $500,000, and I need to maintain something similar so that it's not a big.
Here's where the case shifts from heartbreak to finances. She's not just leaving, she's asking to preserve the entire lifestyle, private school, nanny, $500,000 home. This matters because Texas law doesn't guarantee lifestyle preservation. Support is about need and transition, not comfort. And the judge is already measuring expectations against reality.
How much is it? If you were to break it down monthly, because I know tuition sometimes isn't a monthly thing.
It's about $1,800 a month.
$1,800. What kind of private school is it?
It's a good private school.
Oh my gosh. They teaching the baby how to drive?
Well, the baby's not there yet, but he will
Well,
be.
the 2-year-old, right?
Well,
That's still a baby for $1,800.
It's a tuitional, I mean, you grow with the school, so.
Does the tuition payment grow too?
No.
Oh, okay. So it stays at
It
$1,800.
stays, yeah.
Okay.
Once they're accepted, they're.
Okay, I follow you now. So if we were to break that down monthly, that's about $150 a month.
This exchange sounds casual, but it's critical. The judge breaks down the private school costs monthly, not emotionally, but mathematically. Courts don't react to labels like good school. They react to numbers. And once costs are reduced to line items, they stop feeling permanent. That's a subtle warning she may not realize yet.
Kids.
Okay.
So, yeah. And
Would you be renting out those homes?
basically, I would like to buy one.
Okay.
So that we can maintain the same lifestyle that we've had.
Okay. If you were to buy a home, the homes that you were looking at, what are you looking at on mortgage?
About $3,000 a month.
Okay.
But again, I mean, I would think he would need to pay the majority of that.
Okay. So you want him to buy you a home and the children a home?
I mean, I would call it spousal support. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is a bold ask, not rent. Buy me a house. Courts rarely order one spouse to purchase property for another post-separation. When she calls it spousal support, the judge clocks it immediately. Support helps you stabilize. It does not recreate marriage benefits. This moment quietly narrows what she's actually going to get.
What about any other bills that you would potentially have to pay?
So, you know, I think he should keep paying for the nanny and the private school.
Okay.
And, you know, I have been only working part-time. And of course, I would not want to keep working in the business with him and these customers who are still coming around. So I would have to find a job, and that could take a really long time. So I would think he should pay everything until I find something where I can work part-time.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
This is where sympathy meets legal limits. Wanting time to find work is reasonable. Expecting someone else to cover everything indefinitely isn't. Judges listen for effort, not entitlement. And the longer this argument stretches, the more it sounds like delay, not transition. That distinction matters more than emotion.
A couple of years. And I've worked hard to get this business to where it is. I've got a great staff. I've got a great team of crews out there working. And you know, one of the things that I do is I go out and I make sure the work's quality. I can put my name on it. Do I take care of my clients after we've put in a pool? Absolutely.
Well, your definition of taking care, is it what she's thinking?
No.
Okay.
It's I maintain contact with my clients, and they contact me if there's an issue, if they've got questions.
He maintains contact.
And I go out and I see those clients because that tends to give me more referral business. And I'm not having to spend as much on marketing and advertising.
Now the tone shifts. He reframes the narrative, not cheating, but business. Referrals, client retention, reputation. Whether you believe him or not, legally this matters because income stability justifies support, but it also undercuts claims of misconduct. The judge isn't ruling on morality, she's weighing credibility and consistency.
That has nothing to do with my business.
Do you join them in the pool?
No.
Okay.
I saw a picture. One of those texts had a picture of you in the pool.
I don't.
What were you doing in the pool? You were checking the depth?
I don't remember ever seeing that picture. So now I will say this: she has imagined a lot of stuff that goes on.
She has a good imagination.
Very good.
Oh,
and
okay.
she does work part-time.
This moment is subtle but powerful. A picture changes everything, or at least raises doubt. Notice how he doesn't clearly explain it. He just distances himself from memory. Judges notice hesitation. Even when it doesn't prove wrongdoing, it chips away at trust, and trust shapes discretion.
So where did she get that from?
Well, I mean, it's her lifestyle. I mean, she likes going out and with her girlfriends and having her lunches and having her, her spa days and
Therapy sessions.
You know, I pay
You
for.
call your spa days therapy sessions?
No, I'm going to therapy because of what he's putting me through.
Oh, okay. You sure it's not what your imagination is putting you through?
I imagine
because he said you are imagining all of this.
I imagined he was a good guy too, a couple of years ago when I said I do.
Now it turns personal. Spa days, lunches, therapy. This isn't just shade. It's positioning. He's arguing she benefits from the lifestyle while outsourcing parenting. Courts don't punish self-care, but they do scrutinize claims of dependency when choices suggest comfort over necessity.
I mean, she doesn't, she pretty much hands everything off to the nanny and requires the nanny to take care of all that. She's got a pretty cozy lifestyle. We've got a nice house. I'd like to keep the kids, with me.
No.
And make sure they're taken care of because she's too busy taking care of herself.
All right.
And,
but your work schedule, would that permit you to have the children on a
it would
full-time
be
basis?
difficult, but I would see it made sure it happened.
So wouldn't it be in the best interest of the children for them to just stay with mom like they've always been doing?
Well, if mom would stay with them, yeah, I would agree with that. But it's, like I said, it's primarily the nanny.
But you're paying for the nanny, so it would be the same difference if you were to have them. Well, no, they would be with the nanny more if they were with you.
Possibly.
So you could potentially be paying the nanny more if the children were with you. Yeah.
This is a dangerous exchange for both sides. He says the nanny does most of the work. That undercuts his own custody argument, but it also weakens her dependency claim. When a third party does the parenting, courts ask, who's actually indispensable here?
Well, this is what I am going to do. I definitely think that your wife has grounds. She's eligible to receive some sort of spousal maintenance, especially if she no longer wishes to remain in the home with you. Had she wished to remain in the home, this will probably be a different type of situation. She may still be entitled to some spousal maintenance, just probably not as much. So what I'm going to do is to order you pay spousal maintenance to your wife, and it's not going to be anything that's, forever, ma'am. I just want you to understand that it would definitely be a temporary situation, at least to get you on your feet so you can look for a job, find suitable living arrangements for the children and everything like that. So first, let's start with child support. You said
This is the legal heart of the case. The judge validates her right to temporary support, not comfort, not permanence. This is transition money, a bridge, not a destination. And from this moment forward, the clock starts ticking on her responsibility to move forward.
Which I believe is pretty fair. I mean, you've been maintaining the nanny, you've been maintaining the private school. Nothing should change when it comes to the children. But as far as you're concerned, I do believe that part of that responsibility should be yours in terms of paying the mortgage. And I just want to reiterate, this is only temporary. So you start working, you make decent living, the children for whatever reason are no longer in private school, or the nanny is for whatever reason removed, he can come back and petition the court and ask for something different. And there's a high likelihood his payment of spousal support to you may be removed. So I just want to make sure I'm clear about that.
So what if it takes me a year to get a job?
Well,
probably take her longer than that.
I hope it wouldn't take you years, ma'am. At that point, you're just being spoiled, must I say. It should not take you years to find a job. If it takes you years to find a job, that means you are intentionally not actively looking for a job. And if he comes back in here, and that is the case, I will surely make sure that he stops paying you spousal maintenance.
$6,800 a month. Child support plus spousal maintenance, but with strings attached. Work, effort, and change are required. The judge makes it crystal clear. Stay idle, and the support disappears. So here's the real question. Was this fair? Or did either side misplay their hand? If this case hit you, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
You all may be seated. Mr. Malkovich, am I saying it correct?
Yes.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Where do I start?
At the beginning.
Okay. Well, cut to the election. The Great White Hope gets elected. I thought our household would be happy about it. I find out I'm married to a libtard, and she starts going off the handle, and eventually she's just partying and doing all this nonsense and gets on H. Smack, like a loser.
Alright guys, this one is messy, emotional, and honestly hard to watch. We've got two parents, two very young kids, addiction, resentment, and a courtroom that slowly loses control. What starts as a request for child support quickly turns into accusations, insults, and a total breakdown of decorum. Pay attention to how this dad tells his story, because the way someone frames their pain can change everything about how the judge hears them.
And goes off the rails, leaves me, we got 2 kids, 2 and 5-year-olds, and just leaves me to take care of these kids. So okay, I'm like, okay, fine.
Okay, so now we're getting into the important part of your story.
What do you mean? I'm giving you backstory. Isn't that what you're here? Don't you need context?
Yeah, but all the name calling and
Name calling.
jabs,
I'm just telling you. I'm giving you context.
Here's the first red flag. Instead of sticking to facts, he opens with politics, insults, and name-calling. That might feel cathartic, but in court, it's dangerous. Judges don't weigh who's angriest, they weigh credibility. And every time he attacks a character instead of explaining the legal issue, he's quietly losing ground, even if some of his concerns are real.
Her to rehab, which cost $20,000.
Okay.
That was all of our savings, all of our money. Supposed to be the kids' college fund. But I figure the kids aren't going to go to college if they have a mom on heroin. Pretty bad example. So let's get it situated.
But she got the help, right?
Yeah, she got the help.
Okay, so
she
that's
joined
what's
the cult.
important.
She drank the Kool-Aid. She stayed longer than her.
This is where the judge steps in and tries to rein him back. Courts don't need backstory filled with insults. They need timelines, behavior, and proof. The judge is basically saying, I'll hear you, but only if you speak like someone asking for help, not someone trying to win a fight. This moment matters more than he realizes.
What?
Excuse me?
Yes, I mean...
Did you come here to waste my time? What is it that you want me to do?
Oh, okay. She's now got her life together. Her and Paul got a little part. I let her see the kids every now and then, make sure that, I'd leave them unsupervised sometimes. Not to mention, then when I do that, she's on Instagram with these weird friends, they're rehab, introducing them to our kids. But anyway, I want money. She works now.
The rehab money changes the tone completely. $20,000. Savings gone. College fund gone. On paper, that shows sacrifice and responsibility. But notice how he frames it, not as concern, but as leverage. In family court, motivation matters. Are you protecting the kids or punishing the other parent?
Yeah, who wouldn't be? I spent all my money in just to fund a heroin addiction, and now she comes back and she's all, Joey got his life together, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm a good guy about it. She can see the kids, take them to Brahms, all that kind of nonsense, but if she's gonna participate in their lives, I need a little bit of cash.
Ma'am, I just want to see my babies.
I was just getting ready to cut him off and move to you. Martha, you just...
Now the jealousy creeps in. New relationship, new body, new life. This is the emotional pivot. When personal resentment enters the courtroom, judges feel it instantly. And once they sense that control, not safety, is driving decisions, sympathy starts to evaporate fast.
Just want to see your children?
Yes, please.
Okay, and do the children live with him? That's a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the way that it works is, if the children live with him, you are to be paying him some sort of money for the kids. I mean, even though he's a little, out there, he still is entitled to receive child support for the support of the children.
I don't mind that. I don't make very much, but
Okay.
I would really just
She's a waitress at Denny's.
Excuse me.
I'm just telling you.
Excuse me. Did she cut you off while you were giving that elaborate...
Legally, the judge makes something very clear here. Custody and child support are separate issues. Even if he's out there, if the kids live with him, she owes support. That's not a reward, it's a legal obligation. This is the first clean, grounded legal ruling in the entire exchange.
I mean, she hardly knows how to speak English. How's she gonna cut me off?
No. Did she cut you off?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Now, Martha, how much money do you make?
$26,000 with tips a year.
You're laughing at that, but you're in this courtroom asking for her to pay you child support.
It's either that or just leave me and the kids and let us live our lives and just stay out. They don't need an addict as a mother to be constantly.
Do you want me to help you get child support? Because if not, we can stop this today.
Sorry. Then comes the income reveal. $26,000 a year. And instead of absorbing that reality, he laughs. That laugh might seem small, but in court, it's deadly. It signals entitlement. Judges expect hardship to be acknowledged, not mocked, especially when kids are involved.
You can come back another day when you're...
Miss another day of work. You know, some of us make more than 26 grand a
You
year.
you didn't take anything before you came in this courtroom today, did you?
Take anything? What do you mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. You seem a little jittery.
Well, my kids' lives are on the line. I'm a little nervous.
Well, they're not really on the line if she got it together. And she says she wants to see the kids. And I think you should allow her to see the kids.
Okay, I do let her see the kids. She can get.
Yeah, but you do not have to demean her while doing so.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I know that,
Charlie, the judge checks for sobriety, and that tells you how tense this room has become. This isn't routine anymore. When a judge starts asking about substance use in real time, it means credibility is collapsing on both sides. The case is slipping from legal dispute into emotional chaos.
he's right. I did have a hard time about a year ago. But like I said, I'm at a really, or like he said, I am seeing somebody else who I think is very good for me.
Okay.
Mainly, I would just like, I don't mind paying whatever child support, but if we could work unsupervised visit to the agreement, I would really appreciate that. I just don't want to see him anymore.
I think she should have some unsupervised access, considering that she's gotten hurt.
Here's the turning point. The mother admits her past, owns it, and explains her recovery calmly. That matters. Courts believe consistency, humility, and forward motion. Whether viewers agree or not, this is the moment the balance subtly shifts away from him.
Stuff together.
Well, how does that work? I mean, because who decides that? Like, can the first one be with another third party that comes?
I don't think that's necessary.
You're suggesting that I leave my children alone with her, right? Like, she can go to a park and there's some dude peddling H, and then all of a sudden she's passed out in the gutter and one of my kids is getting hit by a car. Like,
Okay,
it's
I'm going to stop you right there.
unfathomable.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to do.
What are we gonna do?
What you're going to do, first of all, is get your foot. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm listening to you. Go
you
on.
have a cigarette in your mouth.
Then he crosses the line. Hypotheticals, extreme scenarios, fee-based storytelling. Judges hate this because it replaces evidence with imagination. The court isn't here to rule on worst-case fantasies, it rules on current facts. This is where control starts to slip completely.
There is no smoking in this
Why
building.
would there be smoking in there?
No, there
What,
is no
you want
smoking. Wait, bailiff, before he leaves, I need you to know this. We're going to reset your case because obviously you have a lot going on. So when you're ready to conduct yourself in a way that's appropriate for this courtroom, then you come back and ask me for some relief.
Lighting a cigarette in court isn't just disrespect, it's self-destruction. In seconds, everything shifts from child support to courtroom conduct. Once a judge has to manage behavior, the case itself becomes secondary. And that's how people lose hearings they might have otherwise won.
So you want me to come back and
No,
miss
what I
another
want you
day
to
of
do,
work?
what I want you to do is be quiet, listen to what I said, and get out of my courtroom.
This is a kangaroo court.
Well, thank
This is
you.
absurd.
Thank you. This is what we're going to do, Martha. We are going to reset your case to a later date. Just make sure when you come back, you have your financial documents with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Just like that, the case is reset. No ruling, no resolution, just consequences. This courtroom didn't decide custody or support today. It exposed how emotion, resentment, and lack of control can derail everything. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Mr. Johnson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Just bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 3 kids together.
2.
Well,
You have a kid.
Alright guys, this one gets messy fast. A school teacher walks into court asking for more help for his kids, but what starts as a financial request turns into a full-blown emotional showdown. Pride, money, resentment, and parenting all collide here. And by the end, one sentence from the judge flips everything upside down. Stick with this one. It hits harder than it looks.
Please don't get upset. Let's focus on the facts and the children.
All right, I'm bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 2 kids together, as I stated before I was interrupted. She makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher. I only make $50,000. Kids on my insurance.
How much is your insurance?
My insurance is $500 a month.
All right. And it's you and the 3 children on there?
Correct.
Okay.
And I mean, I just need a little help. She helps everybody else, but she doesn't help the kids like she should.
Notice how the dad keeps trying to pull the focus back to the kids. Is not flexing, is framing his argument legally. Income disparity, health insurance costs, and educational struggles all matter in child support cases. This isn't about luxury bags, it's about whether both parents are contributing fairly. But emotions, they are already boiling.
I see her looking at me. She knows everything I'm saying is accurate, so it is what it is.
Okay.
Any assistance I can get is greatly appreciated.
Okay, now you say you want to increase child support.
Yeah.
How much money are you getting right now from her?
$450, and I feel like
$450.
I don't know how she finessed the system like that to, yes, y'all may need to look into that too.
You so mad that you
The
broke.
PP.
Ooh, ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that.
I didn't tell him to be a little teeth.
This is where things start slipping. The moment money and lifestyle enter the argument, credibility gets risky. Judges don't like character attacks, especially when they're emotional. The law cares about numbers, custody, and responsibility, not handbags. Ask yourself, did this strengthen his case or quietly weaken it?
Listen,
I done tell you to sell the little houses you sell either.
Little houses?
Little houses.
But you taking me to child support court. Oh, okay.
'Cause I need your little. I'm not ashamed to say I need your little money.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I got choked up.
I'm sorry too.
Yeah,
Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got your little job and you need my
in
little
relationship
money.
with you, honestly.
No, I've been told you couldn't handle me. You couldn't handle somebody like me. Eddie,
I won't want
you knew
to.
who I was.
I didn't get my
You
first
knew
gray
who
hair
I
until I met
was.
you, though.
You knew who I was. You're a whole teacher
wanna
and you're
forget who
asking
you
for tutoring
was.
for our children.
Yes, that's what they need, don't they? So they can provide their kids with all of this luxury.
And now we hit the turning point, disrespect. The insults, the sarcasm, the power struggle. Courts don't reward who talks louder. Every interruption, every jab, that's emotional debt stacking up in front of the judge. At this moment, the case stops being about child support and starts being about self-control.
You so mad. It's okay.
I'm gonna hit the mannequin challenge on her right now. Just be quiet.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything further before I move over to her?
No.
Okay. Now, ma'am.
Yes.
First off, don't call him a little teacher. That's not nice. Don't do that. That is not nice. He is a teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it.
Okay.
All right.
I won't do it.
Now, what is it you want me to know?
Your Honor, look, I am just trying to make a living.
The judge steps in here for a reason. When she corrects language, she's restoring balance. Titles, respect, tone, these matter in court because they reflect maturity. No matter how personal the history is, the courtroom demands discipline. And one side is losing that battle fast.
She said that she was going to give each one of our turns to talk, right?
You did interrupt him a couple of times, though.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
he was due to give you one.
Okay.
Your ex, the child used to flip houses. He let you keep them, and that's how your business started. So if you go keep it 100, keep it all the way 100.
Okay. But what did I do? I used what I had, right?
Not for
to
tutoring.
level up.
Not for
to
tutoring.
level up.
Not
to
for
level
tutoring.
up. To level
Not
up.
for tutoring.
Okay, so you're mad.
I am mad.
Your Honor,
My kids can't spell.
Sir,
Here's the irony. Both parents are blaming each other for the same problem, the kid's struggling. But legally, blame doesn't solve anything. Responsibility does. When the judge redirects the focus back to outcomes instead of emotions, she's signaling something big is coming. And neither of them seems ready.
And be distracted from what it is that you want.
Catch flights.
Okay.
Not feelings. Catch flights. Not feelings.
Okay, now.
Catch these
Catch
hands.
flights. not
Continue.
feelings. Okay, so Your Honor, basically he's upset because him and I are no longer together.
I'm not upset. It's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise.
That is the real
Don't
reason.
say
You still
I'm
like
upset.
her?
Yes.
No.
It's okay.
I need the money, the financial
It's okay.
support.
Oh,
You
okay.
can like
He needs the
me.
I don't
money.
even like the
got
houses. I don't even like
history.
the houses she sell. They fall apart.
Doesn't
Period.
matter.
They fall
It doesn't
apart.
matter. But you got me here for my money.
Ma'am, are
Them
you-
falling apart houses is what's gonna make you money, right?
Ma'am, are you selling lemon homes?
No, ma'am,
Lemon.
I'm not. No, ma'am, I'm not.
They
I am
ain't-
a flipper.
This exchange reveals a critical legal fact: income disclosure. Once someone states an annual income on record, it becomes evidence. Irregular pay, commission-based work, that doesn't erase obligation. The law averages income to protect the children. And the moment she said $150,000, the math clock started ticking.
Flipper.
Okay.
Flipper.
What is a flipper exactly?
So basically what you do is you purchase a home and you fix it up and you sell it.
Okay. That sounds like a nice little income.
Correct.
Right? How much are you making?
I'm making $150,000 a year.
All right.
First of all, the inspector, everybody for these houses, our family members. So they say it looks good. People
Oh
move
my
in.
goodness, really? But what
My
are you
bad.
and the kids stay in? You stay in one of my flipped houses, right? Right?
Y'all stay in the flipper?
Right?
We stay in the flip.
Thank you.
okay.
So what's the problem?
Well, that's not a legitimate.
afford
you-
that, so I gotta stay in the flip.
That's not a legitimate
I gotta stay.
argument
So
then, sir. If
mad.
you're
You
if
so
you and the
mad.
children are staying in the home, you can't try to use it. What you say, throw a dagger? You can't throw a dagger at her
Yes.
if you and the children are living in one of these, as you call it, houses that are falling apart. That doesn't say much about you, does it?
And when we were together, Your Honor, I asked him.
This is where the judge flips the mirror back. You can't criticize the source of income while benefiting from it. Living in the same house you're attacking, that contradiction matters. Judges watch consistency closely, and this inconsistency speaks louder than any insult ever could.
Sir, that's the second time you tried to put shame on her for selling food stamps and, you know, what you call rundown homes or lemon homes. And here it is, you're asking her for
pathetic.
the assistance and you're living in one of the houses that she flipped. What does that say about you?
That he a broke
That I-
little teacher. That's
Okay,
what
well,
it says.
this, you know what we're
on,
going to
Judge.
do?
Come on, Judge.
This is not going anywhere. It's not going to get any better if you all keep going forward. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and order the child support.
Right here, the judge makes it clear this chaos isn't helping the kids. Courts don't exist to settle personal scores. They exist to protect children's stability. And when both parents derail the process, the judge takes control, firmly. This is no longer a debate. It's a ruling.
$150,000 per year. All right, 2 kids. That brings your gross to $12,500. Now, I hope you weren't anticipating receiving all of that $150,000 for, or her child
Honestly,
support to
she
be
could
based
just
on
pay
that.
for the tutoring for the kids. I don't want my kids to be dumb. I want my kids to live the life that she lived.
Now comes the legal hammer. Texas child support guidelines cap income, calculate net resources, and apply a fixed percentage. This isn't personal, it's formula-based. The courtroom energy shifts instantly. Talking stops. Reality sets in. And suddenly, numbers matter more than pride.
Reimbursing you for the health insurance that you carry for the children every month is $255, bringing your monthly child support to $2,500.
Okay.
God don't like
no,
ugly.
excuse
God
me.
don't
Wait a
like
minute.
ugly.
I
That's
don't
what you
get
get.
paid monthly.
Oh,
It's according to how my houses are flipped. So if I go a month without flipping a house, what? Why did you do this?
better
No,
turn some
no,
more
no,
confidence.
wait a
You
minute,
better
wait
go
a
speak,
minute.
better turn some
Excuse me,
help.
I went off what
DGs is
you
hiring.
said.
better go
You
fast.
said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that?
I did.
This reaction says everything. Backtracking doesn't undo sworn statements. Once income is admitted, the court uses it. Fluctuating earnings don't erase obligation, they increase responsibility to plan better. This is a hard lesson. Honesty matters, but timing matters more.
It does not. It has no impact on that whatsoever. Transporting your children to tutoring is called parenting.
All right.
Is there anything further?
Can I go?
Oh, sure. As soon as I dismiss you. Is there anything further, sir?
I just want to say,
No.
Yana, God has blessed me in ways that I
All
couldn't
right,
imagine.
so now you're
I
going to bring God in this.
I just appreciate
Ooh,
you
so
for
hypocrite. Ooh,
understanding
you
my
are such a
frustration and my pain.
hypocrite.
But I didn't make a ruling based on your frustration and your pain. I made a ruling based on what the law said I can do with what's in the best interest of these
Ooh,
children.
broke little
And if there's
teacher.
nothing further, you both are dismissed.
Me and my little teacher money
Yes,
about
use
to...
a little.
In the end, the judge cuts through the noise. This ruling wasn't about anger, lifestyle, or past relationships. It was about the law and the kids. So here's the real question. Did either parent actually win today? If this case changed how you see child support, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Miss Henry.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Henry, excuse me. You brought this case before the court.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
going on?
Well, I'm bringing my husband, hopefully ex-husband soon, for child support. He roughly pays about $1,000 a month, and I feel he should be paying more because he makes more. He makes more than I do.
All right, guys, this one starts like a routine child support case, but trust me, it turns sideways fast. A mom walks in saying she needs more money for her kids, private school, activities, the whole picture. Sounds reasonable, right? But as the judge starts digging, cracks form immediately. And by the end of this hearing, the real reason this case was filed comes out in a way nobody saw coming. Stay with this one.
Okay, but he's not under a court order, right?
No, ma'am. He just gives
So
me-
he voluntarily gives you $1,000 a month for child support?
Yes, and exactly, voluntarily gives me money. Every now and then.
But that's a good thing, right?
Every now and then he gives me money, and most time I'm begging for him to give me money.
Still get it.
So what's going on? Like, fill me in. How did we get here today?
Here's the first red flag. The judge realizes there's no court order at all. The father is voluntarily paying $1,000 a month. No paperwork. No enforcement. That's huge. Most people come to court because support isn't being paid. So when the judge asks, why are we here? That question is about to become the theme of this entire case.
We're here today because I know he's a truck driver. He's over the road all the time. But like I said, I need more money for my children. They're in activities, private school, and I'm not jealous of him or anything like that. That's what he said before, but I'm not.
You said they're in activities and they go to private school, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it fair to assume that the $1,000 is covering that?
No, it's not.
So who needs the money, the kids or you?
Now listen carefully to what the mother says here. She admits the kids are in private school, in activities, and then says the money isn't just for them. She needs to look good too. That comment matters. Child support is for the children, not lifestyle upgrades. And you can feel the judge quietly recalibrating how seriously she's taking this claim.
The tuition as well as the children's expenses, that $1,000 is covering that.
It's not.
How much is the tuition?
Tuition is, we have 2 children.
Okay.
And tuition is it's about $500 a piece. That's $1,000 right there. And I still need more money because I need clothes. I need to feed them.
Does he give you any money in regards to extra, like for the extracurricular activities or anything like that?
I'm trying to get extra. He won't give me that. No, he does not give me extra.
What is the visitation schedule between the two of you?
This is where the math starts catching up. Tuition is $500 per child. That's $1,000 total, which just happens to match what the father already pays. When the numbers line up this cleanly, judges notice. At this point, the burden shifts. If you're asking for more, you'd better prove why what's already being paid isn't enough.
He has the kids Sunday through Wednesday.
That's split. So let me just make sure I got this straight. He's voluntarily giving you $1,000 a month for child support, correct?
That's correct.
He has the children, you said Sunday through Wednesday?
Yes.
Which means you have them Wednesday through Sunday.
That's correct.
Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
It's roughly $309 a month. She asked me a question.
Then comes the schedule. Split custody. Sunday to Wednesday with dad, Wednesday to Sunday with mom. That changes everything. In shared custody cases, courts expect both parents to carry daily expenses in their own homes. This isn't one parent doing all the work. And you can hear the judge getting more confused by the minute.
So I'm confused as to why you're here. Are you trying to put him on,
I want to put him on
You
child
want to
support.
put him on child support
Yes,
for
ma'am.
the $1,000, or are you trying to put him on child support for something more?
Something more, yes.
Okay, let me move over to, before I move over to him, what do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
All right, how much money you make?
I make about $60,000.
All right, do you have access to private health insurance for the children?
Here's another key detail, income. Mom makes around $60,000 a year. Dad makes about $82,000. Yes, he earns more. But child support isn't a punishment for making more money. It's about fairness, time sharing, and actual child expenses. The judge is clearly trying to understand where the alleged shortfall even exists.
But you're asking for more money, so I'm trying to get the disconnect here.
So what it is, Your Honor,
women he's spending money on.
she never lets me talk, so.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk.
Exactly.
Okay.
What it is, Your Honor, she didn't mention this, but she's engaged. And she just found out that I'm recently dating, so now she's mad at me.
Oh, I'm mad.
There
I'm
goes
mad.
the
Very
conflict.
mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
There goes the conflict.
I'm
Now,
not
I
mad.
asked what was the disconnect here. It was something missing. So you brought him to court because he has a new girlfriend?
No, man, I'm not
That's
mad
exactly
about
why, Your Honor.
And here it is, the real bombshell. The father reveals she's engaged and upset because he's dating someone new. Suddenly, this case isn't about school or food. It's about emotions, jealousy, control. The judge's tone changes instantly because now the motivation behind this filing is coming into focus, and it's not child-centered.
Frankly, you shouldn't care. You have a whole nother man that you should be worried about, and you over
understand
here
that.
all in his business.
I'm not trying to be in
And
his
he doesn't
business.
even
You
work
are
there.
trying to be in his business because you have mentioned it twice that he has other women. His
Yes.
other women to do with this
It-
case.
it
So
really
you can
does,
pipe
Your Honor.
down
It really
and stop
does.
bringing that up. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
it. Well, let
It
me
really
say it
does.
like this. It is not going to have an impact on my decision today.
Watch how the judge shuts this down. She makes it crystal clear who the father dates has zero relevance to child support. Courts don't adjust money because feelings are hurt. And when a judge has to say, pipe down, you know patience is running out fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you have not done anything to prove to me yet that this man needs to pay you even the $1,000. You said the children are in private school. It's $1,000 for private school.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the whole child support, that I need more money to take care of them.
But you're a
You're
teacher.
taking care of yourself.
What?
You're not taking care of them.
You don't know that.
I do.
Miss
you don't.
Henry. Miss Henry.
This is a brutal moment. The judge openly questions whether the mother even proved the father should be paying anything at all. That's Ray. What started as a request for more money is now dangerously close to backfiring. This is what happens when you bring weak evidence into a courtroom and expect emotion to do the like.
Here's the reality of it. You all have a split schedule. You need to be providing clothing and everything for your home. You need to be providing clothing and everything for your home. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to order anybody to pay child support. What I'm going to do is that you testified to this. You said tuition was $1,000.
Yes.
$500 per child. So you know what? You're going to pay $500
Wow.
and he's going to pay
Judge.
$500.
Now comes the ruling, and it's surgical. No child support order. Instead, tuition is split directly, $500 from each parent paid straight to the school. Health insurance stays as is. No extra money, no lifestyle funding, just clean, child-focused math. The judge removes conflict by removing cash from the equation entirely.
But I'm not going to have him pay more than $1,000 or even continue paying $1,000 when, based on both of your testimony, you have a split schedule. That's what's in the best interest of the children, and that's what's fair.
Fair?
That is fair.
That's not fair.
Well, it is fair today. Did you have anything else?
When the mother says, "That's not fair," the judge responds with something powerful. It is fair today. Courts don't rule on feelings. They rule on facts. And fairness isn't about winning. It's about balance. This moment seals the outcome and closes the door on further argument.
You got it. You got it.
It's always about me, right?
It is.
I asked
It
you a
is.
question. Did you have anything further for today?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mr.
Just
Henry,
when
did
you
you
bring
have...
the kids back home, make sure they're dressed properly, please.
I bring them back with what they came with.
What? Okay.
Okay, well, Mr. Henry, is there anything further?
That's it, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
This case is a perfect example of how child support court really works. Voluntary payments matter. Shared custody matters. Motives matter. And when personal feelings drive legal action, it can blow up fast. What do you think? Was the judge right, or should the father have paid more? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama just like this.